This is a quick test. This is a quick test to see if 511 has fixed their false advertising issue. I have an unopened package from them. It should have a couple of pins in it. Try to keep this in view. So we have one pin, one receipt, and 2 pin. And we're going to test and see if these actually use pressurized cartridges as they say on the package. So let me get this open. Possibly. Limited edition. Okay, well, let's see how it goes. So we can definitely write. Let's see how this goes. So far it's faring better than some of the others have. Nope, there we are. So there, now it's out. So the problem is they're not actually putting pressurized cartridges in these. What they are doing is they are just putting bog standard ink cartridges. And you can see I'm scribbling and it's not working. If these were actually pressurized, you'd be able to write upside down. That's the whole point of a pressurized cartridge. But these are not. Let's open it up. To my knowledge, there are only 2 manufacturers of pressurized cartridges, Schmidt and Fisher Space Pen. This does not appear to have markings from either one. And just to validate 100% now, let's snap the end off, because one of the characteristics of a pressurized cartridge, as you can see from demos done by both Fisher Space Pen and Schmidt, is that when you snap the end, the ink will just sort of push itself on out. Yeah, nothing's happening there because these are not pressurized cartridges. I've emailed them. I'll link all that in there. I'll show all that in the video. But yeah, this is really, really frustrating because it's false advertising. They've known about it. And they assured me that they would have pressurized cartridges in the latest pens. And clearly they do not. Let's test the other one, just to be fair. And that's why I wanted to do this video all in one take, at least the testing part, because if they are going to try and say that I'm lying, I want some sort of proof that I didn't tamper with this. You can see I've got some pins in the background from when I've ordered them before that I haven't opened. These are much newer from an order just this year, 2025. Okay, looks like that's about dry now. Let's test it out. Okay, let's keep going. Nope, not quite. Try and keep this in frame. Let's try some more. I'm going to use the knife for now. Yeah, and there it goes. So we got nothing now. Because again, these are not pressurized cartridges. I don't know what's so hard for 511 that they can't seem to get it right. Again, there are no markings that would indicate it's from either the 2 companies I'm aware of that produce pressurized cartridges. I'm guessing that if we snap the end of this too, we'll get the same deal. Yeah, nothing. Not pressurized cartridges. Completely, totally false advertising from 511. Okay, this isn't going to be anything fancy, but it should get the job done. So 511's been falsely advertising since at least when I first bought my first Kubaton Tactical Pen that they have pressurized cartridges. They don't. I'm not a 511 hater. I've spent a lot of money at 511, as you can see. I added some things up. It's easily over $3,000, probably close to $4,000, maybe a little over $4,000. A lot of it's from Amazon. Over $2,000 of that is directly on 511's site. All of that back from 2013, which is apparently when I first discovered them. I've contacted 511 more than once about this issue, and it's still not resolved. So here's what a pressurized cartridge is. There's Fisher Space Pen, and I'll include these links in the video description so you can go check it out. This is a demonstration at that timestamp of what it looks like when you snap the end off a pressurized ink cartridge, and you can see they've got a ball in there with some nitrogen, and the nitrogen pushes the ball against the ink, and the ink then oozes out the end, unless there's that little nib to stop it. You can see on their website they sell them for about $8 each. That's part of why this is an issue, that if you actually want a pressurized cartridge, you need to go out and spend your own money on it. Schmidt is the other company that I'm aware of that makes pressurized cartridges. There might be others, but if there are, I'm not aware of them. It's also possible that these companies white label and would give 511 cartridges that don't have any markings on them. But clearly that's not the case, considering that the cartridge that I received in my pens, they don't use ink when you snap the end. So I've left a review in the past about this, talking about how it's false advertising, but otherwise a good pen. Their website today is still falsely advertising it, and here's the link to that. And if we look, this is what it looks like. You can see I searched for the word pressurized, and it comes up 4 different spots, talking about how it has a pressurized ink cartridge, medium black pressurized cartridge, and the twist open ink, pressurized cartridge. So their customer service, I reached out to them, right? I wanted to make sure you can see this was back in August of 2024 to see, hey, I mentioned before that, well, the product page says it comes with one, it doesn't. For the current listing, do you know if it'll come with one? You can see they said it will come with a medium black pressurized ink cartridge. I'm not sure what next steps to do at this point, possibly the Better Business Bureau. As I mentioned, it's about another $8 a pen if you actually want pressurized. There are a couple other odd things that have happened surrounding these pens when I've tried to order them and having things canceled and whatnot, but I didn't document that here because I'm not sure that it's material to this problem. What's the fix? What can 511 do about this? Well, besides refunding all the people that they've already lied to, it would be helpful if they would just remove all references to them being pressurized cartridges. That's your easy button. 511, if you're watching this, just quit saying you've got pressurized cartridges. Say that they're compatible with pressurized cartridges, but not that you include them, because that's lying.